Hey up, so this video is all about street photography. So this first image here, I quite like the leading line of the road as it sweeps up from the bottom right, and the lights and everything. There's loads of light sources in this which I really like. I did black and white it, and it's alright. It's not the best image in the world, but I do like it, so let's move on. Okay, this next image, so it's all about the car tail lights and the oranges coming from the street lights, and then that subtle glow from the sky as well. It's just coming in there. Just turning back on myself again to look at the roundabout that we've just walked past. I quite like how the road snakes around. You've got the wet road, but all the footpath is still covered in snow. And then the sky's starting to catch as well. And the way that the headlights are reflecting on the wet road. I like that. Again, this next shot, it's not dead interesting, but I like the lines that the headlights are making on the road and the reflections of that. They just seem to extend all the way to my feet. Okay, so this is a bridge that we're crossing here, and I really liked how the cars were stacking up behind the cyclist, and you've got multiple points of light through this image as well. So you've got all the headlights and the different shades of colours in the headlights. You've got the light on the front of the bike. Yeah, I was quite interested with this. Turning back on myself from that last picture, I'm a bit higher because I'm on the bridge. And yeah, the snake of the road, the car headlights in the distance, the snow on all the houses, the overhang of the trees above, and the sky just starting to poke through. And a slight blurring on the transit van. Oh, it worked. Okay, so we crossed over the road and we're climbing over the bridge now. This image here is all about the reflections of the headlights on the bridge and how it's catching the brickwork. You've got multiple cars coming up, and you've got a slight bit of bokeh where the car headlights are obviously blurred out in the background and things. And you've got the purple sky. So this pedestrian crossing, I camped out here for quite a while, trying to find something that I really liked. And I liked the way that these two were about to meet in the middle of the road. Cars on each side and everything. It's okay. It's not quite what I'd had in mind, but it's alright. I did leave it for another couple of minutes, but there was no more pedestrians coming, so I've got what I've got. Let's move on. So now I'm coming up to a very busy crossroads. This road here has 4 lanes and it's dead busy. And obviously there's the hospital's not far away, and this ambulance just came steaming round the corner, full lights on. Big puddle in front of it gave a beautiful reflection as well. And you got the guy stood at the pedestrian crossing waiting to cross, watching it come through. Yeah, I quite like that. It was nice. From this vantage point in the centre of the road, you get multiple cars going in all sorts of different directions. So what you've got here is a car coming left to right, and it's just wiped out completely the car. And you've got the taillights and the headlights, and you can just see through it slightly as well to see the cars coming up from the main down the road. So off to the left, you've got this weird art installation, which is a bit weird, to be perfectly honest with you. Very minimalist. Must have cost a bucket full of money. But to be perfectly honest, looks an absolute mess. I've got the camera sat on the railings so that I can get this long shutter speed. That drag on the shutters just give me a bit of time to get some interesting speed and motion in the images. So I just turned to my right and saw this guy leaning against the pedestrian crossing button. And I managed to capture it so that he stood still, but the car is obviously moving. It was shot at 0.4 of a second at f11, and that just gives some nice speed to the car movements. Then you've got this sky in the background, which is just, it's not catching fire, but there is some interest and drama there. And then you've got the pub as well. Now moving on further down the road, there's this shop that sells work gear and high-vis stuff. And this mannequin has been here for must be 15, 20 years. They redress it every now and then, but it just looks like he's about to collapse. Just makes me smile. So my local area's got lots of little ginnels running up and down it. And this one gives you a bit of a window onto a very busy junction. So we've got these leading lines of the fences running in. And then you've got the sky burning behind. And it's just like having a little window into a different world. And just turning to my right from that spot again, you just got this beautiful sky all of a sudden. I've metered for the sky, darkened everything else out. You've got this snow sat on top of the buildings, which just gives a few little highlights. But this image is all about the sky and that bird that I've just caught in mid-flight. I like that one. Man walking his dog. A nice big open field. Very pastel-y. And last but not least, you can't go anywhere without finding a discarded shopping trolley thrown over a fence. Right, so I've finished for the day. I'm on my way back home. Got some really cool shots this morning. I'm not sure how many will turn out. It's a problem with street photography. You never know. About 99.99% of it's rubbish, and then something, there's a little gem there. So let's hope. Thanks very much for watching. Take it easy. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.